Hi children, welcome to the class of your Neelam ma'am. Children, we have in our earlier class we have done formulae related to cubes, cuboids. We are at the chapter 1 surface areas and volume, which is chapter 13 of your 9th class NCERT book. Now children, we have completed with the concepts of surface areas of cubes and cuboids, and now we have to start today with exercise 13.2, but before that we have to learn the concept of surface area of right circular cylinder. Now what is a right circular cylinder? That is the first thing that you have to first understand before I teach you how to calculate the surface area of a right circular cylinder. What is a cylinder? This is the shape of a cylinder. This is a right circular cylinder. Why is it called a right circular cylinder? Because the base of this is a circle. And this cylinder, this is the cylinder, this is the height of the cylinder. This is based on the foundation of a circle. That is why this is a right circular cylinder. So this is a circular cylinder, circle, this is a cylinder. The height of the cylinder is based on the top of the circle. That is fine. Why it is right? From where do we get the name right? Right, because it is at 90 degree. The cylinder, the height of the cylinder is at 90 degree to the base of the cylinder. That is this. That is this base of the cylinder. This is the foundation of the cylinder, and on this at 90 degree to the radius of this circle is the height of the cylinder. If the cylinder was, say this is the base and the cylinder was slanted like this, that is, the layers of the cylinder were moving in a slanting direction, then it would not be a right circular cylinder. Why? Because in that case the height of the cylinder would not be at right angles to this circle. Right now, in this right circular cylinder, the height of this circular cylinder is based on, is 90 degree to this circular cylinder, the base of the circular cylinder. That is why we say that it is a right circular cylinder. That is, if this is the circular base of the cylinder, this height of the cylinder is 90 degree to this radius of the cylinder. This is the radius, and the height is slanted at 90 degree to this radius. That is why the name has come right circular cylinder. Okay. Now children, there are two parts of the surface area of a right circular cylinder. Surface area of right circular cylinder. There are two parts to it. One part is, children, the circular part, this part. This part and this part, there are two circular parts of this right circular cylinder. And the other part is this surface area, the curved surface area. This is the lateral surface area of this circular cylinder. This is the curved surface area, and this are two circular surface areas of the cylinder. Now how to calculate the surface area of this cylinder? For this, children, take into consideration, say you have a piece of paper. Let me take this piece of paper. Okay, and from this I have to make this circular curved surface area, say like this. Okay, now I have to find out the surface area of this circular, the curved surface area. I have to calculate the curved surface area of this cylinder. Look at this page. This is covering this circular area, right? Curved surface area. This page is covering the curved surface area. Now you open this page. If you open this page, you get the surface area of the curved surface of the cylinder. You know, this is the curved surface area. You have placed this page on this. And if this page is just exactly covering the the curved area, then the area of this page will be the area of this curved surface. Now, how do you calculate the area of this page? What is the area of this page? Look, children, this curved this curved surface area is based on this foundation of circle. This, if the radius of this circle is say r, if the radius of this circle is r, then what is the area of this path? This is the circumference of the circle with radius r. This is the circumference of the circle with radius r. What is this circumference? This is 2 pi r, right? So children, and this is what is the height of this? Let us name this height of the cylinder as h. So this, the radius of the circular area, which is the base, is r. The height of the circular cylinder is h. Now you unfold this page. What is the area of this page? This is the area of the curved surface area. And how do you calculate the area of this page? I have already taught you, this is the height h of the cylinder. And what is this? This is the circumference of the circle with radius r. So this is 2 pi r. So what will be the area of this page? It will be 2 pi r multiplied by h. That means, what is the area of the curved surface of the cylinder? It is 2 pi r multiplied by h, right? So, what is the area of curved surface of cylinder? It is 2 pi r, that is the circumference of the radius on which it is standing, that cylinder, multiplied by h, height of the cylinder. What is the r? R is the radius of the base of cylinder. This is the base of the cylinder. This is the base of the cylinder. Its radius is r. So r is the radius of the base of the cylinder. H is the height of the cylinder. What is the height? This is h. Height of the cylinder. Radius is this. Base. Radius is the base. Radius of the base of the cylinder. Okay. So h is the height of the cylinder. R is the radius of the base of the cylinder. When you multiply the two, you get the surface area of the curved surface of the cylinder. That is surface area of this portion, okay? So, area of the curved surface of cylinder is 2 pi r multiplied by h, which is 2 pi r h, right? Now, what is the surface area of these two circles? Radius is r. What is this area of this circle? It is pi r square. What is the area of this circle? Another pi r square. Then what is the area of the two circles? What is the area of these two circles? It is 2 pi r square. Okay. And these two circles represent the top and the bottom of the cylinder. So what is the area of the top and the bottom of the cylinder? It is 2 pi r square. Okay. Area of the top and bottom, they are both circles, children. You know, circles of cylinder is top area is pi r square, bottom is another pi r square. So this is 2 pi r square. So area of the top and bottom of the cylinder, which are both circles, it is 2 pi r square. Then what is the total surface area of the cylinder? What is total surface area, children? this total area, this area, this area. That is the total surface area of the cylinder. It is the surface area of the curved surface, which is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. You can simplify this how? Take 2 pi r outside the bracket. You are left with h here and you are left with another r here. So what is the formula of the total surface area of the cylinder? It is 2 pi r into h plus r. Okay. Now children, when you are attempting the questions related to cylinders, you will have to see what is the question demanding of you. Is it talking of only the curved surface area? Then you have to take it into consideration that the area is 2 pi RH. If they are talking of the two bases, the area is 2 pi r square. If they are taking into consideration only one base, it is pi r square. That is either the bottom or the top. Only one they are considering, then it is pi r square. If they are considering the whole cylinder with two base, with top, bottom and the curved surface area, then it becomes 2 pi r into r plus h. If they are taking into consideration bottom plus curved surface area, then it becomes 2 pi r h plus pi r square, because 1 pi r square is missing, the top one. So that you have to consider as to what the question is demanding of you. In any of these circumstances, anything can be missing. Either the cylinder can be without the top, the cylinder can be without the bottom, cylinder can be without both top and bottom, only this height area, that is the curved surface area. So the question can be of any kind, but you have to see what the question is. What is the information that your question is giving you? What is the question demanding of you? That is what is to be calculated. Alright. Now with this as the basis, we shall take up the questions of exercise 13.2. Alright, exercise 13.2. Let us first take question number 1. The curved surface area of a right circular cylinder of height 14 cm is 88 cm square. Okay, so what have they given you, children? They have given you the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder. So given is curved surface area of cylinder is 88 centimeter square. Okay, and the height of this cylinder is 14 centimeter. The curved surface area of a right circular cylinder of height 14 centimeters. So, height of this circular cylinder is 14 centimeters. Okay. Find the diameter of the base of the cylinder. What do you have to find, children? The diameter of the base of this cylinder. Alright. Now children, let us see. What are they telling you in this? They are telling you the curved surface area. What does that mean? You know what is a curved surface area? What is a curved surface area? The area of a curved surface is 2 pi r h. I have just taught you. This they have given that the curved surface area is 88 centimeter. That means 2 pi r h is equal to 88 centimeters square. Alright. What more have they given you? They have given you the height. That is, they have given you h. Substitute the value of h. H is equal to 14 centimeter. Right? So this implies 2 pi r into 14 is equal to 88. And children, also give you that you may take the value of pi as 22 by 7, or they might say you take it as 3.14. In case they have not given you anything, then you have to decide on your own. But normally you have to see actually what are the numbers in the question. How does it help you to solve the calculation? If you think that taking 22 by 7 as pi is more helpful in doing calculation, you take that. Otherwise, you take 3.14. But in these questions in the NCERT, they have on the top of the chapter they have written assume pi is equal to 22 by 7 unless otherwise stated. So that means in this case it is not stated. That means you have to take the value of pi as 22 by 7. Okay. So here let us take the value of pi as 22 by 7. So this implies 2 into 22 by 7 into r into 14 is equal to 88. Let us solve this for r, children. How do you solve this? R is equal to 88 into 7, you take it that side, divided by 2 into 22 into 14. All this comes as denominator to the other side. You're cross multiplying basically, children. R is equal to 88 into 7 divided by 2, 22 and 14. Right? Now solve this to get the value of r, because what do they have? What have they asked you to find out? Diameter. What is diameter? Twice of radius. Okay, so let us solve this. 22 in this is, you can cut it by 22. 22 1 the 22 and 22 4 the 88. Right? 7 1 the 7, 7 2 the 14. 2 1 the 2 and 2 2 the 4. What are you left with, children? 2 here gets cancelled with this 2. What are you left with? 1. So r is equal to 1 centimeter. So simple. Repeatedly I keep telling you, children, don't get into the habit of doing all this calculation. Now suppose you were calculating. To calculate r, first multiply 88 by 7. Then multiply 2 into 22, then 14. And then you sit down to divide. You imagine how much time you will waste. And you imagine the number of mistakes you are likely to make. So time wastage, chances of errors. So these two are, setbacks in when you're sitting for an exam. That is why I keep insisting, try to make calculations as simple as you can, children. Okay? And the best trick for that is doing cancellations. Okay? So what have you got? R is equal to 1 centimeter. If R is 1 centimeter, this implies diameter is what? Twice of radius. Twice of radius. This is 2 into 1. This is 2 centimeters. So, what is your answer, children? What is the diameter of this right circular cylinder? 2 centimeters. Okay, this is your answer. Right? So, this question was simple. But children, again, I keep telling you, keep practicing all these questions. Some children feel, ma'am ने इतने आसानी से कर लिया था. I'll also do it in exam. I've seen ma'am doing it. Doing it yourself is a different ballgame altogether. Don't take that risk. That first time I will attempt this question in the exam. Whatever how you have sufficient amount of time if you actually give to maths to attempt all the NCERT questions, all the examples of the NCERT book. That if you have not done each and every question of NCERT book, your preparation for your exams is incomplete. Okay? Right. So let us now go on to the next question. This is children question number 2. Right, let's read the question, children. It is required to make a closed cylindrical tank of height 1 meter. So what have they given you? Height of a tank is 1 meter. Height of tank 1 meter. It is required to make a closed cylindrical tank of height 1 meter and the base diameter 140 centimeter. Base diameter 140 centimeters. That means base radius is what? हमें तो radius चाहिए ना बच्चा? 70 centimeters, right? Because radius is diameter by 2, so radius is 70 centimeters. This has to be made from a metal sheet, this tank. How many square meters of the sheet are required for the base? What do they want, children? How many square meters of the sheet are required for the same, not base, same. So you have to find out what? Square meters of the sheet required. Sheet required. In square meters, that is important, because if you calculate in centimeter square, then you have to convert it into meter square. Okay? So you can calculate this sheet required in centimeter square also, but don't forget to convert it into meter square. Okay? Now you can see, children, height of the tank is 1 meter. Either you convert this into centimeters or you convert the base radius into meters, but the units have to be same. It's not that आप ये meters लेके चल गए height और radius centimeter लेके चल गए and आपस में you are multiplying them. That's not done. You convert centimeters into meters or meter into centimeter and then you proceed with the question. Okay. But I, most of the time, children, like to deal with units in such a way that we get rid of the decimals. So if you want to get rid of the decimals, you have to convert this into centimeters. So height of the tank is 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Right? Now let us calculate the area of the sheet required to make this tank. What is the area of cylinder? Because here, children, you need to make a tank. The tank has to be closed. There has to be a top, there has to be a bottom, there has to be a curve surface. That means the whole unit of the right circular cylinder is here. 2 pi r, unless and until specified that it does not have a top. But this, they have not specified such a thing. That means there is a top, there is a bottom, and there is a curve surface again. So what is the area of this cylinder? 2 pi r into r plus h. Right? I taught you this formula. Let us substitute all the values. 2 into 22 by 7 into r. What is your r, children? 70. Multiplied by what is r? 70 plus what is h? 100. Let us do this calculation, my children. 7. You can cut it here. 7 10 the 70. Right? So this becomes 2 into 20. 220. By multiplying this becomes 170. Okay? Right, children? Multiply this now. 2 into 22 is 44. 1 0 is here. Multiplied by 170. Now you make this multiplication. 44 into 17. 748 plus 2 zeros, this and this, centimeters square. Now this is the area of your right circular cylinder here, that is the water tank. But what do they want of you? Sheet required in square meters, this is centimeter square. If you want to convert 1 meter square into centimeter square, it is 4 zeros. Remember that. See, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. But 1 meter square is equal to 4 zeros here. Okay? So now when you have to convert this centimeter square into meter square, you have to divide it by 10,000. So this becomes 123 meters square, which is what, children? 7.48 meter square. This is your answer. So the area of sheet required is 7.48 meter square. Right? This is your answer. Right, children? Yes, wonderful. So we have completed question number 2 also, which was, I think, a relatively very, very simple question. Okay, now let us move on to the next question, which is question number 3, which is a little longer one, but हमने तो समझाना होता ही नहीं. Children, I'm again repeating, if you have any queries, you can contact me on my email ID shaggingmath@gmail.com. Alright. Now let us go on to question number 3. What is your question number 3 read? It says that there is a metal pipe which is 77 centimeter long. Okay. Metal pipe which is 77 centimeter long means, children, this is the height of the pipe. So there is a metallic pipe whose height is 77 centimeters. Alright. The inner diameter of a cross section is 4 centimeter. Now the pipe, children, has an inner diameter, that is this, and an outer diameter, that is this. Because the pipe is hollow from inside. So because it's a hollow, there's an inner diameter and there's an outer diameter which will obviously be larger than the inner diameter. Okay. So the inner diameter of this cross section is, inner diameter of this pipe is 4 centimeter and the outer diameter is 4.4 centimeter. So inner is 4 centimeter and outer diameter is 4.4 centimeter. Okay. Find its inner curved surface area. So you have to find what all? Inner curved surface area. Number 2, outer curved surface area. And the total surface area. Alright. So let us go ahead with this question. What is the inner curved surface area? Inner curved surface area would be 2 pi r h. We are talking of only the curved surface area. So let us say, children, that the inner diameter of the pipe is 4 centimeter. That means the inner radius is small r, which is how much? 2 centimeters. Similarly, outer radius is capital R because it is larger, and this is 2.2 centimeters. Half of 4 is 2, half of 4.4 is 2.2. So the inner radius is 2 centimeter and the outer radius is 2.2 centimeter. Now we are first calculating the inner curved surface area. So 2 pi RH is the formula for inner curved surface area. Let us calculate 2 into 22 by 7 into what is the inner radius? 2 centimeters. And what is the height? 77 centimeters. Right? Let us calculate 7 into 11 is 77. Let us multiply. 2 into 22 is 44. 44 into 2 88. 88 into 11 is 968 centimeter square. This is your inner curved surface area. Inner curved area. Now similarly you have to calculate the outer curved surface area. Again the same formula, children, 2 pi, but here we are taking capital R because this capital R is 2.2 centimeters. So let us substitute 2.2 into h remains the same, children. What is it? 77. Again this gets cancelled and let us calculate what is this? 22 into 2, 44. 44 into 2.2. This is 96.8. 96.8 into 11. This is 1064.8. 1064.8 centimeter square. So what is this, children? This is the outer curved surface area. Why is it different? Because the inner radius is smaller than the outer radius. Right, children? Now what is the total surface area? Total surface area is, children, the curved surface, outside curved surface area, inner curved surface area plus the area of the boundary of the top and the bottom of the pipe. And what is that area of the boundary? Let me tell you. First, children, because we have to find out the total surface area of this pipe, we have to remember that outer surface area is 1064.08, which we have just calculated. The inner one is 968. These are two constituents of the total surface area, and the other factor of the curved surface area, total area, is the area of the circular ends of this pipe that we are talking about. And how do you calculate that? That is, children, calculated as pi into r square minus r square. And because there are two, the top and the bottom, where there is a covering outside the pipe, so because there are two such areas, it is 2 pi into r square minus r square. Why is it like this, children? Because if this is a circle, this is the end of the pipe, this is the inner surface area, this is the outer surface area. Pipe is open, that means the surface area which is actually where, because this area has been cut off, the pipe has to be open. That is, we are taking into consideration only this area. If this is capital R and this is small r, inner radius, outer radius, then the area of this path is what, children? Pi into r square minus r square, where r is the outer radius and small r is the inner radius. And because there is a top and there is a bottom of the pipe, this becomes multiplied by 2. So this is the formula for the base and bottom and the top covering of the pipe. 2 pi into r, capital R square minus r square. So let us substitute these values and we get the answer. Alright, so this is 2 into 22 by 7. And what is r square, children? Capital R is 2.2 whole square minus small r is 2 whole square. What do you get? 2 into 22 by 7. 2.2 into 2 is what? Square is 4.84 minus 4, which is 2 into 22 by 7 into 0.84. This can be written as 84 by 100, children. This can be cut. 7 1 the 7, 14, 7 2 the 14. So what are you left with? 2 into 22 into 12. That is 44 into 12. 528. So this is, children, 5.28 centimeters square. You add this here to the surface area of the curved surface areas and you get your answer. So this is 1064.8 outer area, inner curved surface area and the circular area. So this you get so this is, children, 2038.08 centimeter is your total surface area of the pipe. Right, children? And that's your third answer. So your first answer was this, first answer was this, second was the outer one, and the third is the total area, which is 2038.08. Now with this we conclude this class, children. In our next class we shall take up the other questions of this exercise. Till that time, have a wonderful day ahead, children. Thank you.